Whether it's our games, our results, something feels like it's just gonna be really good. So let's deal out game number 1. Have any of you ever owned or currently own a bird? And for those of you with that experience, do you think they're a good pet? And then do you think they're a good family pet? That's almost a very cool deal. If it would have been these two flipped 9622469, almost a repeat mirror. Let's begin. Don't have too much bird stuff I could talk about, but when I was younger, at my grandmother's house, not a good start so far. And does it look like a reverse perfect game? As there's nowhere for that 10, nowhere for that 5, second 10, queen, 9, 7, jack, and lastly 3. Not a single play was made. I really wonder our record for our fastest game. Alright, let's see if there's anything negative lurking beneath. Triple queens. Triple eights. And I thought it would be 7s, but triple eights and triple queens doing the dirty work to start off our night. Cool. Anyway, back to grandmother's house, very young. I'd spend most of my days there from like 8 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, to about 3 or 4:30 in that time frame, usually closer to 4:30. Most of the time it would just be cartoons, playing games, playing in the water outside, trying to figure out a computer, waiting for my aunt to come home from work. Then she'd throw balls at me, you know, the usual stuff. And this one day, probably when I was around 4 or 5, I think 5, my uncle would really enjoy watering the front yard, unnecessarily, in my opinion. But besides that, he came in and noticed an injured bird and decided to make it a little nest in the house. My grandmother wasn't too keen of it initially, but after some time it was adopted in their household. A little yellow bird with a red circle on each side of its cheek. Not too familiar with bird names, but you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. And that bird lived, it's kind of bleak there, for maybe 3 to 5 years. Not too certain. And I always thought, so it had a friend. And towards the end of the first bird's life, there was one final bird to join the family. 3 together at once, and then 2. But I just remember pretty much every morning arriving to my grandmother's house and hearing birds chirping, a bird chirp, almost exactly on the clock of every 5 or 10 minutes. It didn't really bother, but it's just something you don't hear as much anymore. So I suppose a fond memory. Oh, that is dreadful. Okay, so we can't play there. We gotta try doing something, and it looks like we won't be able to. Or will we? So there was nowhere for that king, or 3, 5, 4, 10, or 9, but now everything resets. Actually, let's wait a second. Not the best. Now that's definitely not the best. Nowhere for that 9. Fat stack number 1. Surprisingly. 10. 10. Another 9. Very slow developing game here. Another 444 situation. And I think that is the official end to this one. And 666s. 9. King. 10. 9 once again, nowhere to go. Without the 2 of clubs, we are stuck with nothing else to do. On to game number 3. So it looks like my feeling was incorrect. 1 fat stack first 2 games, pretty rough. Let's see the damage this time. Lots of doubles. Back to birds. I didn't really view the birds as pets because you couldn't pet them really. They're more defensive when you get close. Too small. I think for a personality. That was my thinking at the time anyway. Smaller bird, smaller brain, bird brain. To where, I don't know, not as much character. This is all thoughts from like a young kid. And I wonder if I were to be around a bird or exposed to a bird, if it would be a different experience or how much of a different experience. I don't know. I have a feeling a lot of the bird owners like, oh, it's not much. You could teach it some words, maybe some tricks, but small birds, no clue. first 3 games. Any nasty? Triple threes and double royalty plus 10. Oh, triple threes and triple fours. That's very nasty. So triple three, triple four, double 10 to king. It's a miracle we went that far and did that much. On to our decorating for this one. Color, different, but welcomed. Design. I wish there was a little difference between just the constant. I don't even know the color descriptor for this. For the backing. The texture and feel aren't too great. The cards are kind of cupped to where the middle, when they're face down, has a lift. And the edges are a bit funky to deal with, like they're all facing downwards here, making the lift right there, upwards. Not fun to handle. Durability's not too great with that considered. I was gonna say, a 6 seems fair, even with the artwork. Why not just leave it there? Oh. Didn't even realize, unfortunately, but good thing, earlier, rather than late, as we place that 8. And our second red king. Changes things a little bit. I know some of you aren't gonna like it, but I'm still not gonna play that too. There's almost no benefit to it. And there's almost no drawback, which is the funny thing. To me. 9, 6, queen, 3. Go back to that 3. Another 3. Another 2. And what do you know? A little bit of an effect moving the honestly surprised that we've made each game kind of playable. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we ended each game around the 10-minute, 15-minute, 20-minute marker, triple tens. And that is it. No, and triple fours once again. Damn. Final game coming up. One fat stack. I think 6 or 7 negative stats. One more. First card's gonna be a 2. Close 3 of clubs. I felt 2 of spades. As each one of our starts began with a double on the field. This time a triple. Oh, a triplet and a double. Yay. Taking away a lot of possibilities to play. Great. This feels like the most that we've played from our field. Repeat after repeat after repeat. I'm not sure if we're done, but it feels like it. Now triple threes. Why not this one? Wow, I'm pretty certain the game ended with the nastiest part yet. Jack 8. That changes things a little bit. We'll wait. Not as if it really matters too much. If you didn't figure it out yet, well, look has nothing to build. Let's see our negative stats. And it's kind of funny. I thought our first card would be a 2, but it turns out all of them are hiding from us in the remaining cards. As we have our set of 2s right there. Well, actually that was our best game of the night. I think time-wise. One fat stack. A lot of negative stats, but still. Another step towards 1,000. Another deck for the shelf. Until we meet again, my friend. Have a pleasant remainder of your night.